Hey everybody, and welcome to a deck profile. Now that we are back from the GP, we have our boy Jason. Snek profile. It's a Snek profile with our boy Jason, who got top 8.
I was top 8.
Our boy Jason he's going to do our deck profile of this deck for you, and he's also going to flaunt off that awesome million while he's at it. Acrylic! Yeah. So, Jason, this epic list of yours.
Yes.
How do we start it off with?
Right, so I was playing 0.
Yes.
So 0 is Bay.
0 is Bay.
She's also like the best resonator like in the game, I think. Personally. Like, I just like the fact that she like just takes away every single skill. It's like so strong.
Yeah.
Like this side's like her ruler side's not that strong, but her J ruler side like more than makes up for it.
Yeah.
Like the fact it's 11 as well is like massive. Like it just like punches over like Pricias that are like unboosted. Like it's just a really good card. So yeah, I just wanted to play it. I've been playing it for ages, so
yeah.
This is just what
I've
I
been
do.
heavily refining this list since Manchester, pretty much, yeah.
So stones, we were playing 4 Ruler's Memoria. So I'm gonna play Ruler's Memoria because we're with tricolors. The thing is like, so sometimes you just don't see the right colors.
Yeah.
At the right time, like you can sometimes just like get. Like your usual sorcerer will be like 7/7/6, like off different colors, and I just didn't think that was good enough. So with Ruler's Memoria, it just means you have more sources of colors when you need them. So I was playing that. I was playing 3 Heaven's Rift, 2 Black Silence, and 1 Gusting Skies.
Yeah. So
that means 9 sources of black, 7 sources of green, and 8 sources of white. So I went with that. I think it really helped consistency. Onto the main deck. I was playing Triple Tama. So Tama's like
triple threat Tama.
Tama's like really good. Like it just like digs more for your deck, and that's kind of a problem for this deck. Like it without it, like it just doesn't. It has trouble like getting to pieces.
Yeah.
I was playing Triple Abdul, Triple Tsukiyomi. Most people only play 2 of each, and yeah, like I think like it's just like it's better to draw them because then you can establish them quicker. And they're just like so good against Prisia, so I wanted to play more like, yeah, and also like if they deal with 1, then you have more to like play. It just made sense. I played 1 Faria. I felt like this really underperformed. I like barely made it.
Like drew or just like?
I just didn't need to make it. Like if you need it, you'll search out Moonbeam. Yeah. But I just like didn't really need it. Like theoretically, the light effect's like really good. Versus control and stuff, but yeah, it just didn't really come out. I had like 1 control matchup. Amaterasu. I just really like this. You're playing enough like resonators to keep like recurring it from the grave, and the life gain's like really valuable as well. I play 1 Guardian of Atlian Law. Yeah. It's a Altian Law. It's a cute lock. I didn't really get it up too often. Like 1 or 2 games. It's decent. It's decent enough to like play 1 copy of it. Yeah. 1 Xiao Jing for the control matchup. Pretty decent. Put in some work, just a little. I played 1 Freg and 1 Arthur in the main. Yeah. I'm not too sure about these in the main after today. So part of the problem was I played 4 Prisia games, and I generally won by flipping with 3 stones up. So at that point, these just can become like sort of irrelevant. Yeah. So I don't know. I found by the end of the day, I found myself signing out a lot for like other more relevant things. So I don't know if I keep them in. Like they are still like really valuable. Or like Arthur's like super good. Yeah. 4 0 Magic Light, 1 the chance. So this card's really good. Like 1 light's just really good value, and just like being able to banish anything is really solid. I played 4 Seal of Wind and Light. Yeah, just cancels. Cancels are good. Keeps you
best version promo version.
It just stops your opponent's like plays. Like,
yeah, I know. I was like heart in the face so much that today.
Played Triple Moonbeam. So yeah, just search whatever you need. I had mixed feelings about this card leading up to the event. I was like testing Fire Summon a lot as well, because I felt like Fire Summon you could like keep mana up for your opponent's turn, and then before upkeep you could just like search something, and that was really cool. And I was also toying around with like playing Izanagi in the deck as well with spinning myths. But in the end I just decided to go with this. Like I think it's just like better instant gratification, and like it also puts like your opponent in a tough situation. There were so many times when I paid 3 and they're like, that's fine, and then I drop Tsukiyomi Noble and they're like, I want to chase all my things, and then they can't because it just puts them in the field. Play double Barrow Shadows. So this is for Prisia, and also just other Resonator, Regalia heavy decks, but mostly Prisia. It's just really solid and just slows them down. Played double winds colluded, so the idea of the deck is like to set up like these resonator locks with like 2 monsters, so it just made sense to have something to protect those, like,
Yeah.
and also like the fact that it draws you cards is like really valuable as well. For the rest of the deck, it was all regalias, so I played 4 Death Scythe. So Death Scythe, really important. Basically, it doubles as one of your regalias to make Ruler's Mora work, but it also like works as a stun card to stop Prisia.
Yeah.
I played double Lev. So like I was a bit iffy about playing too many Lev because I was aware of like a lot of people. I felt like a lot of people were like are siding heavily against Prisia, and a big component of that is Lev giving it swiftness. So a lot of them like do play things to stop swiftness, or like they'll play the Death Scythes basically.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to play too many of them, so I thought 2 was fine. Lastly, best card in the deck. Played 4 Apollo.
Yeah.
So this card's so good because it gives your J Ruler flying, and 0 takes away flying from everything else.
Yeah.
So literally 0 starts swinging in unblockable, and that's so strong. Like you just like sneak in like damage, and with the Gralis as well, like that's major damage. So yeah, I did a lot of lethal damage with like this. Just amazing. Onto the side deck. I was playing Riula. So this was really like valuable. There was one game. My round 2 was against Gil Alhamat, and basically there was a point where I just had Levitin, Apollo, and an Astral 0, and basically like he had Blazer and his flipped owl like on the board, and I was on 1,000 life. I had to deal with it. I top deck the Moonbeam Butterfly, go into Riula, heal the 0, and then flip the 0, and then swing for lethal. Tap Levitin 3 times by like sacking this as well, and that just got me lethal damage. Like this was like really, this saved my ass. Played Xiao Jing. This was for control. Didn't really come out too much. In theory, like if you see a lot of control, this is good, obviously, because it makes their things more expensive. Frigg. I said before, like I felt Frigg wasn't as that valuable.
Yeah.
So I'd maybe cut this. It's decent. Like in theory, like it helps you for the ground matchups, but I just didn't really come up. Played 1 Gil Lapis Pure Youth. So one of the matchups I was scared of was the mirror match, and my idea was like you could like play this and like nuke the board. Only thing is, of course, Abdul, but like it just seems like if the as outside of Abdul, like it just blows them out. So it just seems like a strong choice. I'm not sure I'd play it again. Like it's just a bit too slow at 6 costs. So
yeah.
Blazer. This was for Foxx. Yeah, just solid card. Just deals with Foxx, and it just means like they can get like 1 Chimera. 2 Moonbeam. I don't think I saw this all day. Like I've said it in a few times. But yeah, just solid card. Just deals with like J-Ruler threats. Played double Heavenly Gust. Yeah, just deal with regalias and additions. Like if they have a winds included up, like that sometimes is the problem for I don't actually know. No, not Abdul. Like sometimes you'll want to like deal with Abdul and you need to get past the winds included or something. I don't know. That was my thought behind it. I saw it like a couple of times. It didn't really come up too much. I was really wanted to play free, but I just couldn't find the space. Maybe it was better that I didn't play free.
Yeah.
Played Triple Nameless Mist for the control matchup. This was really good. Just like it gets like key things out of my opponent's hands, which is just solid. Played double Alice's World Madness, like just really good card. For Thiefling, for Foxx, for Lumia. I brought it against Lumia because that was one of the matches I had. That was one of my losses actually. I wasn't actually that good against it, but I kind of didn't have much else for it, so it came in against that. I think it's just solid, like in theory. I play 1 Shackles of Ice, so you can get to this with Moonbeam if you need it, and it just helps you against your weird matchups that like Alhamat and Mikage that you generally have a tough time with. Also the mirror. Also because you're playing the Ruler's Mora, if you hard draw it, you do have a way to like get out, which is like kind of nice. Yeah, and that's it.
So do you think that you would change too much about it, or what would you think about it?
I don't know what I'd change about it, but I would change things.
Yeah, you would.
I feel there's definitely things I'd change.
Yeah,
about
there
it,
is.
But I'm not sure exactly what.
Yeah, maybe when the new set comes out, whatever, we can see that. But
possibly.
But that has been this top 8 deck profile with the lovely Zero, winning this awesome acrylic chameleon. Thanks to the lovely lady Zero and our boy Jason.
Thank you very much.
True Snake.